Everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face, almost, of Colourpop products. So, I just placed an order on Colourpop.com for just a few products that I was interested in. Primarily the Zodiac palette, and actually I bought the entire collection. I did not get the PR package because although it was pretty and it was an interesting piece, I was not going to keep the products in the PR package, and it was like $11 more to get just the PR box, so I didn't need to spend $11 for an extra box because I'm not going to keep it in there. I'm going to keep it in with my collection. So the eyeshadow palette will be in my eyeshadows, the lipsticks will be in my lipsticks, etc. I did, like I said, get the Zodiac palette. I also got the two Supernova eyeshadows. This is the first time I'm using any of this formula, and I got them in Astrology and Constellation, and I will be showing you all of these as we go through the video. And then the other products in the Zodiac collection are the two Luxe lipsticks in Scorpio Moon and What's Your Sign. And the final two products in the collection are highlighters, Super Shock highlighters, which I have no experience with any of those Super Shock formulas, in Fire and On the Cusp. So like I said, I'm going to be swatching everything for you as I go. I did buy a couple of other products. I wanted to get a blush. I didn't get a contour bronzer color because I'm not very good at doing my contour bronzer, so I skipped that product entirely. I did get a Super Shock Cheek in Prenup, which is a nice pink color. And then I picked up a couple of the powders, the loose powder and pressed powder. The loose powder is in Translucent and the pressed powder is in Fair. And then I also got the No Filter foundation and the No Filter concealer. The foundation I got in Fair 02 and the concealer I got in Fair 02 and the foundation I got in Fair 20. So, we're going to go ahead and try out all these products in today's video, and I will be swatching some things too. I also have my Dream Street palette here as well because Kathleen Lights in her video said that she considers these two palettes as sister palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you them side by side. There's the Zodiac palette and the Dream Street palette. And looking inside, this does have a mirror on it. The Zodiac palette does. The Dream Street does not. But here are the two shadow palettes side by side so you can see them. So I don't know what look I'm going to be doing today, which is why I went ahead and grabbed my Dream Street palette just so that I'd have it here if I needed it. And it looks like I might dip into that for maybe one or two shades. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start with my face, and then as we get onto the eyes and lips and so forth, I will do the swatches. So when I said I was doing an almost full face, it's because I've already primed my face. I know Colourpop now has a primer and a setting spray. I did not purchase those. I had them in my cart, and then at the last minute I took them out. So I did just use the Smashbox primer water to prime my face, and I'm going to be using a different setting spray. And I also do not have mascara or eyeliner from Colourpop. I don't think they make mascara yet. I don't think. And I'm not sure about mascara, but I don't have any if they do make it. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the foundation. Now this is in the shade Fair 20. They had a lot of shades, and I don't know. This is the one I think might match me the best, but it is in a pump. It's a little glass bottle. Yes, it's a glass bottle, and it's got little stars all over it. So it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple of pumps of this. It is very liquidy, extremely liquidy, on the back of my hand, and we'll see if that's a good shade. I'm going to just use a brush to put it on today. I'm actually going to be using my Sigma F80 brush, so that might be a little bit too pale, but I went for a lighter shade because I did see some comments on some other videos that this does oxidize on people, and if a foundation is going to oxidize, it is going to oxidize on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on. Now this is just going to be a quick first impressions. I plan on filming a full day wear test of this foundation, probably for October. We'll see. All right, well, that is pale. That is very pale. I'm kind of wishing now that I had gotten a bronzer, but we will see, because if it does oxidize, it might be okay. And if it doesn't oxidize, I'm just going to grab a bronzer out of my drawer. Yeah. I did not expect it to be that pale, but of course I do have some summer sun right now on my neck. I'm not this pale, but I do have some summer sun. So I was going back and forth on the shade of this when I put it in my cart, and I picked the wrong one. So I might use the pressed powder. The pressed powder might actually help me out. But I'm going to go ahead and get the concealer first. And again, this is in the shade Fair 02. Wow. That is way more fair than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Well, we're going to be looking like a ghost today. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. And a lot of people love this concealer. I know that for certain. Personally, I don't particularly like concealer very much, so we'll see how this one works on me. Most concealers have a tendency to make my under eyes look very, very dry and wrinkled. And I don't particularly like that, so. I look like a ghost. Okay, let's go ahead into the powder. Like I said, I got the pressed powder in Fair and the loose powder in Translucent. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of them out of their boxes. Okay, so there is the pressed powder in Fair. All right, well, that comes out real quick. There is the Translucent powder, and again, the powder in Fair. Okay. I am going to go ahead in, just with this brush right here, I'm going to go into the pressed powder and put that on my under eyes. All right, and then I'm going to go in to the translucent powder, and I'm going to put this all over my face. Well, I still look very pale. This is starting to look a little funny. Like right in here, it's giving me almost like, it looks like my skin's peeling, and it's not. At least it wasn't before I put this foundation on. So I don't know what's going on there. Again, I will try this for a full day wear test at some point, the foundation, and we'll see how it goes then. I'm not going to worry too much about what the foundation looks like right now. And it is clinging on my skin in some very weird ways. Okay, well, I still look very ghostly. I think I'm going to grab a bronzer because this is very pale. I'll be right back. Okay, I just grabbed my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. And I'm going to actually use the same brush that I used to do my powder. And just try to bronze up my cheeks a little bit. The reason why I'm using this bronzer is just because I know that it's not too overtly pigmented. And I know I can control it a lot better than some of my other bronzers. Okay, I think that definitely helped. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this blush on. Again, this is the Super Shock Cheek in the shade Prenup. Now, I have never even touched a Super Shock product from Colourpop before. My understanding is it is like a cream to powder. That has some really weird feels. Okay. I'm going to just put this on my cheek. My understanding is that you can use a brush, but I'm just going to use my finger to pat it in since I've already put so much powder on my face. I just want to try to make sure it gets to where it needs to be. All right, so my face is starting to come back to life. That's a pretty shade though. I really do like that. Again, this is Prenup. There's the shade on that. It's definitely interesting texture. Okay, and I have two highlighters here that I am going to swatch for you. So I've got On the Cusp, which is the shade right here. And then I also have Fire, which is a bit darker. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of them. Oh my gosh. That is so soft. Let's go ahead and put that here. Actually, I'm going to put it on the inside of my arm because of the fact that I am so freckled right now. Now, I will say this. It feels like liquid. Both of them do. They feel like a cream. Okay, I can probably pull off both of those. So this one on top is Fire, and then this one on the bottom is On the Cusp. So there are those two shades, if you can see them, right here and right here. All right. I think I could use both of those. Yeah, I think I'm going to use both of those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Fire first, the darker shade, and I am just going to, that is such a weird feeling. It feels wet. It feels wet. That's so weird. Okay. I'm just going to place that on my cheekbone, and then I'm going to go actually over it with On the Cusp. All right, and I'm going to go over it with On the Cusp. I will tell you that Fire is a softer feel to it. It feels more wet than On the Cusp does. I think I put too much on my nose. I am okay with my face. I'm going to go ahead and put the lids back on here, and it does actually give you a warning. Make sure to close the jar tightly after use. So I guess they will dry out if you don't do that. Okay, I'm really liking the Super Shock formula. Really liking that a lot, actually. So that is interesting to me. I've always been curious, but I've never tried it out. Okay, let's see where we're at. We've got the face done, I believe. Now, I did put concealer up onto my eyelids to prime my eyelids. And yeah, I'm okay with the face. I'm okay with the face. I don't think that it oxidized a bunch. So I think I could have used a different shade. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and swatch the two Supernova shadows because I'm not sure that I'm going to use them today. So this first one is Constellation. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the back of my hand. It's definitely pretty. And the second one is Astrology. That one is something. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to put these on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to show them to you. That's pretty. All right. So this one is Astrology, and this one is Constellation. So you can see it's like a rose gold and then like a yellow gold. They're very pretty. And they're not like glitter. So that's nice. Very pretty. Very pretty, in fact, indeed. I don't know that I'm going to use them today. So I'm going to put those aside. I'm going to wipe that off the back of my hand before I get it everywhere because that's how I am. I get things everywhere. And there's definitely glitter in those shadows. They don't look real glittery. There's definitely glitter there. All right. We're going to go ahead and move into the eyes. And like I said, I've got the Zodiac palette right here. And I don't know if I showed you, but it came in a black box, and then the inside packaging is a blue shade. It does have the color names on the back of both the box and the palette, as well as on the shades in the palette. So that's pretty nice as well. So I do like the Dream Street palette actually a lot. I've used that on several videos, on several occasions, and I do like it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to stick just with the Zodiac palette, however. So I'm going to start with the Libra, which is this shade right here, and put that all over my lid with a fluffy brush. This is the E40 Sigma Tapered Blending Brush. So I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my lid. All right, I'm going to go into the Taurus, which is this brown shade right here, and I'm going to put that in my crease. Okay, actually those shades are looking really nice so far. I'm definitely going to use the Aries because I'm an Aries. So I'm definitely going to use that shade. And I'm trying to decide what else I want to use today. I'm not going to use a whole lot of shades, I don't think. But I will swatch them for all of them for you. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go ahead and put the Aries all over my lid. I'm not getting a very deep shade there. So I think what I'm going to do is just go in with my finger because I want to. All right. That is orange. Okay. Next, what do I want to do next? I think what I'm going to do is go into the Cancer shade and put a little bit of that just on the inner part of my eyelid, not on the inner corner. I'm sorry, I didn't show it to you. It's this shade right here. It's a pink shimmer. So I'm just going to go into that. I'm going to use that same brush that I used to go into the Aries, and I'm just going to put this, like I said, on the first third or so of my eye. Just to give it a little bit more of a shimmer on the inner corner. Yeah, I like that. I'm liking it so far. Okay, I'm going to go in with this pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the shade The Leo, which is this shade right here. I'm going to put that on my inner corner. It is like almost like a orange gold. Not even like a yellow gold, but like an orange gold. So I think that will work really well with this. Okay, I'm gonna actually clean this brush off with my color switch, and I am going to go into, okay, so I really want to go into Aquarius, the Aquarius, because that's what John actually is. But I think I'm going to go into the Sagittarius instead. I'm tempted to go into the Scorpio, but I'm not going to. Nicholas is a Gemini, so I've already used his shade. John is an Aquarius, which I might use the Aquarius. And Neil is this, Neil, my 18-year-old, is the Scorpio. Okay, let's start with the Aquarius. And I'm just going to put that on the inner part of my lower lash line. Okay. And then I am going to go into, I got to go into the Sagittarius just because it's matte. The Sagittarius is right here. The Scorpio is a purple shade as well, but it is a shimmer. And I'm not looking to do a shimmer on my lower lash line, so I'm going to go in with the Sagittarius. It's definitely different. Okay, I was thinking about doing a wing liner, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put some, first of all, I'm going to spray my face down with my setting spray. I'm just going to use this Morphe setting spray real quick. And, all right, I was going to do a wing liner. I'm not going to. I'm just going to put some mascara on. This is from Doll 10. It's Illegal Eyes is the name of the product, and it is just a black mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on my lashes real quick. So I'm going to insert here a shot of all of the colors of the eyeshadow swatched. But so far, just on my first impressions, I'm really liking this. I'm not typically a huge fan of putting orange on my eyes, but this orange is actually really pretty. And I'm really liking it. The matte shades I'm having a little bit more difficulty actually using on my eyes right now. I don't know if maybe I'm just using the wrong kind of brush. And specifically, it's just for the ones that I put underneath my eyes, which was the Aquarius and the Sagittarius. The shades that I put on my lids, the Libra and the Taurus, I had absolutely no problems with. So, yeah. Right now, my first impression is I'm really liking that. I can't wait to use it some more. And all right, last product that I'm going to use is lipstick. And I did get the 2 Luxe lipsticks. I do have a bunch of Colourpop lipsticks, and I like them to varying degrees. I really don't like their matte liquid lipsticks. I don't at all. The lippy sticks I do enjoy, and then some of their other liquid lipsticks are actually okay. So 2 Luxe lipsticks, one in Scorpio Moon and one in What's Your Sign. I don't have any Luxe lipsticks from them. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of these. All right. So this one, the pinky one, is Scorpion Moon. I'm sorry. This one, the pinky one, is Scorpio Moon, and this one over here is What's Your Sign. I think for my look today, I think it makes more sense to use What's My Sign, or What's Your Sign, I'm sorry. But I think that Scorpio Moon is actually a really pretty shade, but it does stain. Like, I'm wiping this off with a makeup wipe, and it does stain. It does stain. Okay, I'm going to use What's Your Sign on my lips. So let's go ahead and put this on. Well, I'm not sure I like that. I mean, it definitely goes with my look. I think it definitely goes with my upper eyelids. The lower eyelids just add a pop of color. What I'm thinking about doing is actually putting the Scorpio Moon on first and then putting What's Your Sign on the middle. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. Yeah, I actually really like that shade. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to go over just the center part of my lip with What's Your Sign. All right, I will say that I just went ahead and did all the swatches on my arm. You will have already seen those swatches, so you already know what they look like. But I wanted to do that real quick before I closed out the video because I wanted you to know what I thought of the texture of some of these shadows. And I'll be honest, some of them are not a very good texture. They're very dry and crumbly, but they still work, as you can see from the swatches. I'll tell you what, that shade does not want to come off. I'm wiping it with a makeup wipe, and it doesn't want to come off. Anyway, just some of the textures aren't the best to the touch, at least. Like the Aries feels a little grainy, but it worked fantastic on my eyes. The Virgo actually felt very, very, very dry. If that is that too many varies? Very, very, very dry. But like the Scorpio and the Pisces, they're just absolutely beautiful, beautiful shades. I didn't realize how pretty that Scorpio shade was. And in fact, I think I'm gonna actually go in with that on my lower lash line. I'm gonna use that same pencil brush and just put that actually over top of the other two shades because that is really pretty. I really like the Scorpio shade. I should have used that to begin with. That is a beautiful, beautiful shade. Okay. So that is my final look. I'm going to actually go grab John and see what he thinks. So I will be right back.
I gotta warn this audience. I was at the pool, and I was at our amusement park, and I'm a little grouchy now.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Ooh. That is wonderful. That's nice. No, I'm just...
And it just started downpouring. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up or not, but it just started downpouring. What do you think?
Okay.
What? You're making a funny face.
All right. I like the top part of your eyes. I think that's really cool.
The orange?
Yeah, the
Okay.
orange. I really dig that.
Okay.
I like the lips.
Okay.
I like the lips a lot. My question is, why did you go for like a almost pinky purpley color under the eye?
I wanted a pop of color.
Okay, well, it looks like somebody just popped you in the face.
No.
Okay.
I actually used 3 different colors on my lower lash line.
Okay.
And it is really downpouring.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so this is the Zodiac palette.
Ooh.
So it has all the signs of the Zodiac.
The Zodiac.
Okay. So I wanted to use the Aquarius, of course.
Oh, that's me.
So the inner part of my eye I had as blue.
All right. I see
You might be able to see a little bit of the blue.
I do.
And then I was worried. I didn't really want to use the Scorpio because it's a shimmer. So I went ahead and used the Sagittarius.
Okay.
Which is on the outside of the eye.
Yes.
And I told them that Neil's a Scorpio.
He is.
So and then I did all my swatches. And I realized how pretty of a shade the Scorpio is. So I went over the Aquarius and the Sagittarius with the Scorpio.
Okay, well, I think if it doesn't, because it's like purple and the
Yes.
top part of your eye is orange.
Yes.
It's almost like you need...
It's supposed to be a pop of color.
Okay.
It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be like,
Oh, it definitely popped.
look at me.
Yeah, well, yes, I see that.
Okay.
It popped.
Okay.
It just doesn't, to me, it just doesn't match, or
It does not match.
It doesn't flow. There's
It's
no,
not,
like...
yeah.
Like, it is literally like a third...
I wanted to match your shirt, even though I didn't know what shirt you were going to have on.
It is a third color in there where I normally expect... Like, to me, that spot's sort of like maybe like a transition spot where if you were going to do something crazy with your lips. Like, if you would have made your lips purple,
Okay.
or purpley...
My lips are almost purple. The shade that I used is a very...
This is purple.
That's the shade that I have on my
Put your
lips.
lips up here.
Actually, I have two shades on my lips. I had this on first, and then I actually lightened it up.
Yeah, around the outside.
On the center.
Oh.
With this, I lightened it. So. Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean,
What do you think of the foundation?
Well, as long as you're not emoting, like if you're just like that, it looks fine. But if you emote, it crinkles your skin up. It makes your skin look older. No offense. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're just...
I've not used this foundation before. I am going to probably do this as one of my 5 days of foundation, probably in October. But yeah, I'm a little worried about that. We'll see. I did not really put a primer on underneath this.
Okay.
So to give it a fair shot, I'm going to use a primer and do other stuff. So
your highlight's nice.
Thank you.
I mean, you definitely went the whole way around. Your blush and contour, I mean, you've gotten, to me, like, it doesn't pop. So, I mean, obviously you're blending it better. I don't know. Like I said, the fact that your eye, like, this part of your eye is so different.
Okay.
It looks like I'm like worried that there's something wrong with you. Is there something wrong with you?
No.
Have you been smoking weed, or like, oh.
Okay. All right. So overall, it's not bad. It's just a little different.
For you, yes, I think it's actually because I want to encourage this different Jessica.
Okay.
This stylistic and beautiful and emerging from her shell butterfly. I'm going to say yes, it's wonderful.
Okay.
Put those pops wherever you want.
Okay. All right. Well,
Pop it like it's hot.
I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit the red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Colourpop? It is definitely a very reasonably priced brand. I've only ordered from them twice. So yeah, I think that it's exciting. They've only been around on the scene for like 2 or 3 years, and like they're the #1 Shopify site. I don't know if you guys know anything about that. There's a website called Shopify where you can like build your own website or build your own store and stuff. Anyway, I'm getting totally off track here, but anyway, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next epic beauty fail. Bye.